கோயம்புத்தூர் கலைமகள் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் சார்பாக ஆனந்தின் அன்பு வணக்கம். 10th mathsல இன்னைக்கு exercise 1.2 பார்க்கலாம். Okay, now we will look into exercise 1.2. In the previous session we had been discussing about relation and we have seen some illustrations and examples for understanding the concept relation. So keeping that in mind, now directly we will go into the sums. First sum, let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 7, B 3, 0, minus 1, 7. The question asked is, which of the following are relation from A to B? We need to find out of the given relations which all will become a relation from A to B. So for that what we need to find out? First we need to find A cross B. So writing set A and set B, we are trying to find A cross B. A set of elements of A set, Cartesian product set of elements in B set. Now do the Cartesian product. We all have studied Cartesian products. So 1, 3, 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 1, 7. Next with the 2, 2, 3, 2, 0, 2, minus 1, 2, 7. Next with 3, 3, 3, 3, 0, 3, minus 1, 3, 7. And next with 7, 7, 3, 7, 0, 7, minus 1, 7, 7. So this becomes the Cartesian product A cross B. Now keep this. Now let us go into the first subdivision. The relation R1 given here 2, 1, 7, 1. We need to check whether this is a relation. So what we need to do? We have to check whether this 2, 1, this ordered pair and this ordered pair is available in the Cartesian product A cross B. Check and see children if it is there. Can you find 2, 1 and 7, 1 in A cross B? No, it is not there. 2, 1 and 7, 1 idhula illa. Appo we say 2, 1, 7, 1 does not belong to A cross B. A cross B என்ற Cartesian product ல 2, 1 என்ற ordered pair 7, 1 என்ற ordered pair அதுல இல்ல. So if it is not available in A cross B, we say the given relation R1 is not a relation from A to B. Okay, so this collection R1 is not a relation from A to B. This is how we need to do the sum. Okay, have you all understood? Now we will go into some next subdivision. R2. Now come down. Yes. Minus 1, 1. This is the ordered pair given in the set R2. Okay. Again, you have to check whether minus 1, 1 is available in A cross B. You have to find out. If you check in A cross B, this is not found. Minus 1, 1 is not found in A cross B. Minus 1, 1 வந்து A cross B ல இல்ல. So we say R2 is not a relation from A to B. Okay. Now the next subdivision R3. 2, minus 1, 7, 1, 1, 3. Check again whether these three ordered pairs are found in A cross B. If you check in A cross B, definitely you will see all these three ordered pairs available in A cross B. Okay. So since all these ordered pairs belongs to A cross B, we say this collection, the collection R3. R3 is a relation. Because these are found in A cross B, we say R3 is a relation from A to B. Okay. Now going into subdivision 4. 7, minus 1, 0, 3, 3, 3, 0, 7. Children, if you check again these ordered pairs, you should check with A cross B. So when you check, you will see 0, 3 and 0, 7 will not be found in A cross B. A cross B ல இந்த ரெண்டு மட்டும் இருக்காது. You will find 7, minus 1 and you will find 3, 3. whereas these both are not found in A cross B. Therefore, again what to do? We will say R4 is not a relation, because even if one pair is not in A cross B, the given collection cannot become a relation. Whatever ordered pairs are given, everything should be available in A cross B. Only then it will be called as a relation. ஒரு பேர் இல்லனாலும் A cross B ல ஒரே கொடுத்திருக்கிற இந்த ஆர்டர் பேர்ல ஒரே ஒரு பேர் அதுல இல்லனாலும் கொடுத்திருக்கிற கலெக்ஷன் வந்து என்ன ஆகாதுமா? ரிலேஷன் ஆகாது. Okay, so R4 is not a relation from A to B. Okay, now let us pass on to sum number 2. Let A is equal to, starting from 1 it goes up to 45, 1 2 3 etc. up to 45. This is set A, and R be the relation defined as, what is the rule to define the relation here? Is square of. Please note, is square of is the relation on A. Write R as a subset of A cross A. What is the first question asked? We need to show that the relation R is a subset of A cross A. Okay, a similar kind of sum we have already done in the example. Also find the domain and range of R. So after that, the second question asked is, you need to find the domain and range. So let me write set A. What is set A? 1 2 3 etc. up to 45. What is the relation R given here? Is square of on A. Okay, now we need to find what we need to find. A cross A. Okay, the relation given here is A cross A, that is square of. So write all the elements of set A, here also all the elements of set A. We know that set A has elements from 1 to 45. So 1 2 3 etc. up to 45. Here also 1 2 3 etc. up to 45. And the rule here is square of. So only those elements which agree with this rule will get mapped. Okay, will get linked. So is square of 1. What is the square of 1? 1 squared is 1. So 1 gets associated with 1. 1 squared is 1. So 1 goes to 1. Next, what is square of 2? It is 4. So 2 gets mapped with 4. Similarly, 3 squared 9. 4 squared 16. 5 squared 25. 6 squared 36. 7 squared will be 49. Okay, which is greater than the number that is given in set A. So 49 is not found here. We'll have to stop until 6. Now 1 to 1, 2 to 4, 3 to 9, 4 to 16, 5 to 25, 6 to 36. This becomes the relation. Can you see? R is equal to all the numbers that are getting paired. Now 1, 1, 2, 4, this collection is definitely a subset of A cross A, because when you find the A cross A, the Cartesian product of A and A, the number of elements that you get will be definitely a larger collection than this relation. Okay, so definitely we say R is a subset of A cross A. So first question is over. The next one you need to find is, what is the domain and what is the range. As we have discussed earlier, domain means the elements belonging to the first set. Okay, range is nothing but the one that is getting mapped here. So domain, what are the elements that are getting related? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this becomes your domain. What is the range of R? The elements that are linked to this element. Okay, so 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. So this becomes your range. Have you all understood? Yes. Now let us pass on to the next sum. Before seeing the next sum, there is a note given for you. Zoom it. Okay. Note, if n of A equal to P, n of B equal to Q, total number of relations that exist between A and B. See Kanna, n of A is P means what? The cardinal number of set A is P. It means what? The number of elements that are found in set A is P. Similarly, the number of elements in set B is Q. If this is the case, then the total number of relations that exist between A and B will be 2 power PQ. This formula you all should understand. The total number of relations, how many relations you can take if A set has P elements and B set has Q elements. How many relations you can find? You can find 2 power PQ. This is what is given in the note. Now let us go into sum number 3. A relation R is given by the set. See Kana, it is given in the set builder form. Set of all ordered pair x comma y such that, what is the rule given? Y equal to x plus 3. What is the rule? Y is equal to x plus 3, where x belongs to, see the numbers, x belongs to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we need to find the domain and the range. First you write the relation R. What it is given? Set of all ordered pair x, y such that y is equal to x plus 3, isn't it? Now take this, y is equal to x plus 3 you take, because that is the rule given here. Now as in when you substitute the values of x, x க்கு நம்ம values கொடுக்க இதுதான் கொடுத்திருக்கிற rule, y is equal to x plus 3 என்ற rule கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. நம்ம x க்கு we have to substitute. x க்கு என்ன values substitute பண்ணுவோம்? What values are here to substitute? See here, x belongs to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are given here, right? So these values you have to substitute for x. What happens when first you take x as 0? When x is 0, substitute in this rule, y is equal to x plus 3. So it becomes 0 plus 3, which is 3. So when x is 0, the value of y is 3. So the ordered pair here will be 0, 3. Likewise, you need to substitute for x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In which relation? Y is equal to x plus 3. So keep on substituting here and you will get these y values, and hence you get this ordered pair. So what you get? 0, 3. When you substitute 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. 1, 4. When you substitute 2, 2 plus 3, 5. So 2, 5. Substitute 3, it is 3 plus 3, 6. So the ordered pair is 3, 6. Substitute 4, it is 4 plus 3, which is 7. It is 4, 7. When you substitute 5, it is 5 plus 3. The answer is 8. So 5, 8. So all these put together within the set bracket becomes the relation. Have you understood? Yes. Now we have written the relation. What is asked? We are supposed to find the domain of this relation. What will be the domain? All the first coordinate will become the domain. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 becomes the domain. What will be the range? All the second coordinate of the ordered pair. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 becomes the range. Yes? Have you all understood? Okay. Shall we pass on to the next sum? Okay. Sum number 4. Represent each of the given relations by children. So far we have been writing relation like this. Okay, within the set bracket we have been writing. Now the same relation we are supposed to write using arrow diagram, by a graph, set in roster form. Okay, all that we are supposed to do. Now let us see how to do that. Coming to the first subdivision. What is the first subdivision? Set of all ordered pair x, y, x equal to 2y. Please note the relation x is equal to 2y, where x belongs to, please note, x belongs to 2, 3, 4, 5. Y belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is for for element x, and this is for y. Now what is the relation given? X is equal to 2y. Now when you substitute the values of y, so that you will get x, because here the relation is x equal to. Okay, in the previous sum it was y equal to, so we substituted the values for x. But here the relation is x equal to 2y. So when you substitute the values for y, you will get x. Y ku substitute panna namakku x kadaikum. So what are the values for y? 1, 2, 3, 4. So when y is 1, substitute here x equal to 2 into y, because it is 2y, right? 2 into 1 is 2. So when x is 2, the y value is 1. So 2 comma 1. Always write the x value first and then the y value. Okay. Now when y is equal to 2, x is equal to 2 into 2, it becomes 4. So it is 4 comma 2. When y is 3, x equal to 2 into 3, 6. That is 6 comma 3. When y is equal to 4, it is x equal to 2 into 4, 8. Therefore it is 8 comma 4. But children, please see here, we are getting 4 ordered pairs, right? But can you see, I have underlined here, the 6 comma 3 and 8 comma 4 is not at all possible. You know why? Because we have x value from 2 to 5 only. We don't have 6 and 8 in x. X belongs only to 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Because we are having the elements that are not found here, you can't take this pair as a relation. Okay. So what the other two will become the relation. What are they? 2 comma 1, 4 comma 2. So the relation R will be 2 comma 1 and 4 comma 2 alone. Please don't include these two, because 6 and 8 is not available in the given set. Okay, where x belongs to. So exclude these both and include only these two. This becomes your relation. So what is your relation here? 2 comma 1, 4 comma 2. Now we will see how to represent this relation in an arrow diagram, graph, and then in the roster form. Yes. First, we will try to represent this in the form of an arrow diagram. Okay. I am writing x here and y over here. This is arrow diagram. The heading is not visible, but I have written it as arrow diagram. This is set x and this is set y. The relation is from x to y, where x equal to 2y. So in the previous page, we have seen in the relation we have got only 2 ordered pairs in the relation. What were they? It was 2 comma 1 and 4 comma 2. That's all. So you write the elements of x and the elements of y over here, and in the relation whatever it was possible, only that you will map. Only that you will show it in the arrow diagram. So 2 to 1, 4 to 2. That's all. This is arrow diagram. The next one will be graph. So you can draw a manual graph. This will be horizontal axis, x axis, and this is vertical, y axis. Now you need to plot only those 2 ordered pair you can plot. Again and again I am repeating. It is 2 comma 1 and 4 comma 2, not the other ones. So x value 2, y value 1. So x2, y1. So 2 comma 1. Similarly 4 comma 2. X is 4 and y is 2. So we have plotted those two, and you can join them with a straight line, and you can write the equation x equal to 2y. This is how a relation is represented in a graph. Next, we need to write the same in the roster form. So how to write it in the roster form? R is equal to, very easy, right? Open the set bracket, write the ordered pair, close the set bracket. Put comma in between the ordered pair. This is how you need to write it in the roster form. That's all. Now, for the same sum, we are going to see another one subdivision, that is x comma y, such that y is equal to x plus 3, where x and y are natural numbers less than 10. Less than 10. So, here both x and y are going to be natural numbers which are less than 10. And the relation given here is y is equal to x plus 3. So, first write the elements of x and y. Because they say it is natural numbers, it has to start from 1. So, start from 1 and go up to 9. Don't include 10 because equal to sign is not given here. They say it is less than 10. So, 10 should not be included. So, until 9 you can write. So, both x and y has elements from 1 to 9. What is the relation given? Y is equal to x plus 3. Now, the relation is y equal to, okay, y equal to x plus 3. So, you have to substitute the values for x. So, what values you will substitute for x? It is given here, right? We have written 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 9. So, first when x equal to 1, what you will write? Y is equal to 1 plus 3, 4. So, it is 1, 4. Similarly, you do for x equal to 2. Y is equal to 2 plus 3, which is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. So, it is 2, 5. Likewise, you will write for all the numbers. But children, please see here, when x is equal to 6, it becomes 6 plus 3, y becomes 9. Okay, suppose if you write x is equal to 7, what will happen? Y will become 7 plus 3, y will become 10. But 10 is not available for y. Y has only up to 9. So, no use in finding the values for x equal to 7, 8, 9. There is no use. Because when you find the y value will not be eligible. So, I am stopping with x is equal to 6. So, here are the ordered pairs that you get. The others are not possible. So, for the relation, what all ordered pairs you can write? 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 7, 5, 8 and 6, 9. So, this is the relation. Now, let us see how to represent this in next one. This one. So, here we are getting the arrow diagram. Okay, in the arrow diagram, see x value, it starts from 1 and goes up to 9. Y also from 1 to 9 I am writing. In the arrow diagram, in the previous page we have written the relation. So, taking that as a key, as a hint, you will have to do the mapping here. 1 related to 4, 2 to 5, 3 to 6, 4 to 7, 5 to 8, 6 to 9. That's all. This is arrow diagram. Next, how to plot the same in the graph? Draw the horizontal x-axis, vertical y-axis and plot the numbers here. And with the same ordered pair, with the same relation that we have found out, take those ordered pair and plot it here. X value is 1, y is 4. So, see here I am getting plotted. 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 7, 5, 8, 6, 9. Join them with the straight line and write the equation y is equal to x plus 3. So, this becomes the graphical representation of the relation. Next will be roster form. Roster form is very simple. R is equal to, open the set bracket, write all the ordered pairs here and then close the set bracket. So, this becomes the roster form. Have you all understood? Yes. So, now let us move on to the next question. Come down. Children, this is a kind of word problem where the question is a bit big to understand. Okay. So, here the relation is given by assistants are denoted by A, clerks are denoted by C, managers M, and an executive officer E. Okay, so there is an office. A company has 4 categories of employees. There is a company which has 4 categories of employees. What are they? Assistants, clerks, managers and executive officers. Each category is given a symbol A, C, M, E like that. And you all know that all will not receive the same salary. Okay. So here also the company provides 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 and 1 lakh as salaries to whom? To assistants. So first comes the assistant. So assistant will get how much? 10,000. Next, clerks will get 25,000. Managers will get 50,000. And then the executive officers E will get 1 lakh. Alright. Now assistants. They are represented by the letter A. How many assistants are there? There are 5 assistants and they are denoted as A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5. So there are 5 assistants. Likewise, what is the second category? Second category is clerk. How many clerks are there? C1, C2, C3, C4. So 4 clerks are there. Next category are managers. How many? M1, M2, M3. So all 3 managers are represented as M1, M2, M3. Next, there are 2 executive officers and they are E1 and E2. And if the relation R is defined by X related to Y, means what? X means what? Where X is salary. X denotes salary. Salary is related to Y. Y means who? The persons. The different category of person. Express the relation R through an ordered pair and an arrow diagram. So understanding this sum, we have to express this relation in the form of an ordered pair and an arrow diagram. So for that, let me first write this in a tabular form. What are the categories? This will give a better understanding. So what are the categories? Assistants, clerks, managers, executive officers. What is the symbol for denoting this categories? Assistants A, clerks C, managers M, executive officer E. Okay. What are the salaries fixed for them? 10,000 for assistants, 25,000 for clerks, 50,000 for managers and 1 lakh for executive officers. Now, number of people in each category. So, in each category, see there are how many categories? 4 categories. In each category, let us write how many people are available. So, it is already given in the question. In category A, there are 5 people. A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. So, 5 assistants. C stands for clerk. How many? C1, C2, C3, C4. 4 clerks. M for managers. 1, 2, 3 managers. E for executive officers. There are 2. Okay. Now, what is the relation? X related to Y, where X means salary and Y means person. Now, we have to represent this in 2 ways. One is arrow diagram and the other one is ordered pair. First, let me do the arrow diagram. Okay, children? Now, X means salary, isn't it? So, let me write X over here. See, salary I have written here. And Y denotes persons. So, this is person. It is getting cut over here. I have written person. Okay. Now, according to the information given in the question, we know that 10,000 will be paid to whom? It is paid to assistants. And here there are 5 assistants, right? So, 10,000 is paid to all the 5 assistants. A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Like that, 25,000 is paid to whom? All the 4 clerks. 50,000 to all the 3 managers. 1 lakh to executive officers. Now, this is how the information that was given in the question is represented in an arrow diagram. The same can be written in the form of ordered pair. How? 10,000 comma A1, 10,000 comma A2, because each person receives 10,000. Okay? 10,000 comma A3, 10,000 comma A4, 10,000 comma A5. This is over. Next, for clerk, 25,000 C1, 25,000 C2, 25,000 C3, 25,000 C4. Next to managers, 50,000 M1, 50,000 M2, 50,000 M3. Last for executive officers, 1 lakh for E1 and 1 lakh for E2. So this is how the relation between X and Y, okay, salary related to person, is expressed in the form of an arrow diagram and also in the form of an ordered pair. Children, hope you all have understood. Okay, practice and do well. Thank you.